Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the Black and Girl. I'm your host, Doug here. All right. So I'm gonna briefly talk about three topics today. All right. So I'm gonna start off. There's three things this weekend that I'm gonna discuss. I'm gonna discuss the BCS. The BCS standings have been revealed. That was the big thing of the weekend. And the other two things I'm going to talk about is why Jim Schwartz might be the biggest fool in the NFL, and I'll do a Monday night preview. I'm going to talk briefly on other topics from the sports weekend. All right, so I'm going to start off with Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz, for those of you who didn't see it, after his Lions got their first loss yesterday, Jim Harbaugh, overjoyed 49ers coach, came up, slapped him hard, and then Jim Schwartz kind of went after him. I don't really know what Schwartz was thinking. I mean, Jim Harbaugh is an extremely intense guy, and I blame this all on Schwartz. I mean, Jim Schwartz knows Harbaugh's a big-time guy, and come on, don't get in a fight after the game. Look for a fine to be coming his way. I mean, if he really wanted to fight somebody, why would he go after Jim Harbaugh? Jim Harbaugh is intense, and Jim Harbaugh will mess him up. I don't even know why he would even think of going after a guy like that. By the way, if anybody wants to ask me a question, you can ask me a sports question via Facebook, or you can text me, or ask me a question here on the chat. Alright, so Jim Harbaugh, just what a joke, really. It's quite sad to watch. I mean, I would love to see Jim Harbaugh get knocked a few times I'd love to see Jim Schwartz knock Jim Harbaugh a couple times. That'd be quite enjoyable. Jim Schwartz, your team will win more games. Don't worry about getting in fights with other people. Don't act like a punk. Don't be a fool. Don't fight Jim Harbaugh. That's basically what I got for you. All right, now I'm going to move on to the BCS standings. BCS standings were revealed yesterday, the first BCS standings. And it was pretty much what people expected. Just going to give you guys a quick overview of the BCS standings. All right, I have a question here live. One of my buddies down the hall, Chris McGill, he has a question. Do I think there will be an NBA season this year? No, I think there could be a season, but it's going to be shortened definitely. The season could come down to maybe 35 to 50 games. Late, you're going to see it late. We're not going to be having any NBA in 2011. If the NBA happens, it'll happen in 2012. I mean, they're just so far apart. I know most people don't know why. Revenue splits, cap, the players want a 50-50 split on the revenue. Owners are saying we're not even coming to the table to talk until you at least say we can have 53% of it. So, I mean, it's kind of sad that we're probably not going to have a lot of NBA. Christmas Day NBA games are always the big ones, and I mean, it's just really sad. The president of the Players Union is Derek Fisher, I do believe. I think that's also a problem. That was his next question. If you think about that, Derek Fisher being the president, I mean, he's a good representative, but overall, come on, get a big name in there. Get Carmelo Anthony, get Kobe Bryant, get LeBron James, get somebody big in there. Get Dwight Howard, get Amari Stoudemire. Just get somebody big in there being the president, being the representative for this league. I mean, this league's in big-time trouble right now. They just got to figure out a way to do it. So, he's asked me who the other players are on the board. I know Chris Paul, I think, is the vice president. Those are like the two big positions that do most of the debating. I think Tim Duncan is somewhere on that board. You can think just veterans. Grant Hill, he's on the board. You have older veterans that were never really great players on the board. So that could be your problem. Get the stars in there. Get the guys that really matter. Hammering out the deals. All right, now I'm going to talk briefly about the college football BCS standings. Good questions there by Chris. All right, of course, we have LSU, Alabama on top, and Oklahoma State. I don't have a problem with the top four, really, because you got LSU and Alabama. They're going to face off. And after LSU and Alabama face off, that team will have one loss. And Oklahoma State face off. I mean, those two teams face off, so that could be your national championship. the winner of the LSU-Alabama game and the winner of the Oklahoma State game, if everybody else takes care of business down the stretch. That's the key. I mean, if those teams don't take care of business, then forget about it. Boise State will not have a say. Boise State's fifth, just out of respect, even though they hammer a team. I think definitely a dark horse. You got to look at Wisconsin. Wisconsin has the easiest road to being undefeated, and they are the best team. They're better than Clemson. Clemson has the easy road too, but they're the highest team with the easiest road. They don't play anybody else. It's really good. All right, so I'm just gonna give a quick Monday Night Football pick, and then I'm gonna go deeper in depth on other things, and I'm gonna end my YouTube video. So my pick tonight for the game, I'm going Jets by 14. Jets are gonna finally figure out how to play some defense. They're gonna stop the run and look for the Jets to win by 2 touchdowns. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Dolphins can score. Dolphins can't play defense, so it's going to be a high-scoring game. Just look for them to do well and look for Mark Sanchez to finally throw the ball better against a subpar secondary of the Dolphins. That's all I got for my YouTube video. I'm out.